voice behind the Canadian flag. La période précédente des Jeux est toujours palpitante parce que nous découvrons les visages de ceux qui entreront dans le stade pour cette cérémonie. Today, there's no doubt there's decades of hard work standing behind me, dedication and passion for perfection that culminated in these athletes being chosen amongst all the great gymnastic athletes we have in Canada to represent our gymnastic discipline in London. Gymnastics, whether it be artistic, rhythmic, or trampoline disciplines, is one of the premier sports in Canada. We all know how many kids in the neighborhood belong to the local gymnastics club. Thousands do. And through those thousands, these few, the best among them, will be journeying to London in just a few weeks. I have been fortunate to be witness to a number of Olympic medals in all of our gymnastic disciplines at recent Olympic Games. Laurie Fung's gold medal, to remind you all, Laurie Fung's gold medal in rhythmic in LA in '84. I happened to be there. Kyle Schufeld's gold in artistic in Athens in 2004. I was fortunate to be there. And of course, trampolines. We are world leaders in trampoline, no doubt about that. Trampoline's tremendous run with Mathieu Turgeon's bronze in 2000, Jason Burnett's silver in Beijing, and Karen Cockburn's amazing string of 3 medals in 3 consecutive games, bronze in Sydney, silver in Athens, and silver again in Beijing. It goes without saying that Gymnastics Canada, represented by Jean-Paul Canon here today, through its hard work and professionalism and truly winning approach to managing a national sport federation here in Canada, has truly established itself as a leading national sport organization both here in Canada and internationally. We are confident, and we know, and I know, that these athletes behind me are going to give everything they have when they're on the field of play to do not only the best they've got to give, but to win that day, at that time, at that moment in their lives, for themselves, for their families, for their coaches, for their country. The goal for Canada in 2012 in London is top 12. It's no doubt an ambitious goal, but these kids behind me didn't get to where they were by not being ambitious. The Canadian Olympic Committee wants to reflect their ambition by going for an ambitious goal in London that they're going to be part of, that is going for a top 12 performance. No one knows better than these outstanding athletes who are going to be receiving their jackets today that if you're going to win, you've got to go to win. And that's the principle and the spirit behind these kids as they journey across the Atlantic Ocean to London. Derrière chaque performance exceptionnelle, il y a une équipe exceptionnelle. And I know behind the athletes that are behind me, there's a great national sport federation. They would probably think first they're great coaches. But it says here in my script, even their parents. I say most of all their parents, because it's the parents who initially get the kids interested in the sport, follow and support them through their journey through the sport, and are there for them either in person if they can, or absolutely in spirit if they can't be, when they're there in front of the world at the Olympic Games. I want these athletes to know that we know and we believe that they are the personification of everything that's great about being Canadian and being part of our wonderful country. And their spirit and their drive and their fair play approach to their success truly reflects the Canadian spirit. What they will be doing in London will be an inspiration to the whole country. And I've said this many, many times, and I want them to know this, that when wherever they may hail from, when they arrive in London, they will become every community, however large, however small, in this country, south, north, east, or west, or central, they'll be every community's home team, this team behind me. They won't be just from here or just from there. They'll be every community's home team, and every community will be rooting for them. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming and congratulating this group of 5 young athletes behind me who will be representing Canada in the sport of gymnastics in London in 2012 in just 1 month's time.
And I have the honor to name them all, so I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody because we have a team of 15 athletes plus several coaches. So in men's artistic gymnastics, the male selected athlete is Nathan Gaffuick from Calgary, but Nathan is not with us today. He's actually at home training. Coach will be Tony Smith, and we also have a judge in men's artistic gymnastics, Ray Arderich. In women's artistic gymnastics, as mentioned previously, we have a full team composed of 5 gymnasts. Christina Vakulik from Whitby, Ontario. Victoria Morris from Cambridge, Ontario. Brittany Rogers from Coquitlam, BC. Dominic Pegg from Sarnia, Ontario. And in women's artistics, we're going coast to coast. So Ellie Black from Halifax, Nova Scotia.